Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to Star Scandal Spotlight. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into a moment so intense, it has fans everywhere holding their breath. What happened behind the glittering stage that caused Woo-seok to lock eyes with Hye-yoon, a moment charged with emotion, and then vanish without a trace? That's right, jealousy sparks fly. Woo-seok glares at Hye-yoon, then vanishes without a word. Grab your popcorn, because this story is about to unfold in the most unexpected way. Let's uncover the truth. Right now, was supposed to be a celebration, bright lights, loud cheers, camera flashes chasing every move of Korea's most beloved rising stars. But what unfolded on that fateful night left the crowd gasping, fans frantically tweeting, entire nation wondering, what happened between Woo-seok and Kim Hye-yoon behind the stage? The evening began like any other star-studded award ceremony. The venue buzzed with energy as celebrities walked the red carpet, dazzling in designer outfits, their smiles as radiant as the spotlight that followed them. Among them were Woo-seok and Kim Hye-yoon, the duo whose on-screen chemistry in recent dramas had set social media ablaze. Ever since their joint appearance at a fan signing event 2 months ago, the public had been speculating, are they just colleagues? Or something more? What seemed like innocent glances and soft smiles shared between the two were dismissed as promotional tactics, until last night, as Hye-yoon stepped onto the stage to present an award. The atmosphere subtly shifted. Dressed in a flowing pastel gown, she looked ethereal, glowing under the warm stage lights. She greeted the audience with her signature poise, but those seated near the front noticed something unusual. From stage left, Woo-seok stood in the shadows, watching intently, not smiling, not clapping, just watching, with eyes that seemed stormier than ever. What triggered the change? According to insiders, minutes before Hye-yoon went on stage, she had been spotted laughing backstage with another male actor, Park Ji-hoon, known for his flirty charm. Their exchange appeared harmless, until Woo-seok walked by and locked eyes with the two. He didn't say anything, he just stared at them, like he was frozen, and then he walked away. But not calmly. There was tension in the air, a crew member revealed under condition of anonymity. When it was Woo-seok's turn to appear on stage, scheduled just after Hye-yoon's segment, he was nowhere to be found. Panic rippled through the staff, producers whispered frantically into headsets, cameras stalled. For a few minutes, the show seemed to stutter, as if the entire evening had lost its rhythm. When the host tried to play it off with humor, viewers at home already sensed that something was off. Meanwhile, Hye-yoon's expression changed mid-speech, though she continued to speak with grace. Her eyes darted toward the wings of the stage, a flicker of worry, subtle but visible to fans who knew her. Every expression betrayed her calm facade. She ended her speech quickly and exited, not with the elegance she had entered, but with purposeful urgency. Backstage, chaos. Security footage has yet to be released. Eyewitnesses claim Woo-seok had slipped out through the staff exit, bypassing all scheduled photos and press interviews. One assistant director confessed, he looked like someone trying hard not to break down, like someone who had just watched something he wasn't supposed to see. Fans erupted online within minutes. Woo-seok just disappear because of jealousy? Did anyone else see that death stare he gave Hye-yoon? Something big happened tonight. Don't tell me this is just acting. Theories spread like wildfire. Some believed Woo-seok had been harboring hidden feelings for Hye-yoon all along. Others insisted the whole thing was a publicity stunt to promote their rumored upcoming project together. The emotional weight seen in Woo-seok's eyes? That wasn't acting. As the night came to a close, Hye-yoon was spotted leaving the venue alone, refusing to answer questions from reporters. One camera caught her sitting silently in the backseat of her van, wiping away what appeared to be a tear. No smiles, no waves. The following morning, both agencies released vague statements, neither confirming nor denying the incident. Both actors are currently resting and thank fans for their continued support. Read one post, but the damage, or perhaps was already done. This wasn't just a moment of awkwardness. It was a rupture, a spark of jealousy so palpable it cracked through the glossy surface of stardom. Woo-seok's glare wasn't just a look, it was a confession. Silent, raw, painfully honest. Then, he vanished. The question remains, what happens now? This intense moment ignites something deeper between them, or will the silence grow louder? One thing is certain, the world is watching, and the spotlight has never burned brighter. Tension didn't end backstage, it only just began. The morning after the awards night storm, fans awoke not to joy, but to silence. Woo-seok's social media was eerily inactive, and Kim Hye-yoon, usually known for her cheerful morning selfies or warm fan messages, posted nothing. The void spoke louder than any words. What had happened after the cameras stopped rolling? And most importantly, where did Woo-seok go? Rumors swirled like wildfire. One unverified report claimed Woo-seok had driven out of Seoul that very night, alone, to a remote coastal town where he was last seen near a cliffside cafe. Another stated that his manager had tried to reach him for 6 hours with no success. Even seasoned reporters whispered that something personal, very personal, had snapped inside the actor that night. His eyes were red. He looked at her like he'd lost something, said a stylist who was backstage during the event. It wasn't anger, it was something sadder. Something final. And what of Hye-yoon? Later that day, Kim Hye-yoon was seen arriving at her agency building, alone. Head down, dressed in all black. What stunned fans wasn't her outfit, it was her face. Puffy-eyed, emotionally distant, and unguarded. Hye-yoon, who had always been composed in front of cameras, let the mask slip. She didn't smile. She didn't wave. Looked heartbroken. Inside sources say she met privately with her manager and turned down 2 interviews scheduled that week. She just said she needed time, one insider revealed. He kept checking her phone, but never made a call. For weeks now, fans had been suspecting a budding romance between the 2 stars. From behind-the-scenes giggles to barely hidden blushes during interviews, Woo-seok and Hye-yoon's chemistry felt too real to confirm anything. Perhaps they were afraid, perhaps they thought hiding it would protect them. But that look Woo-seok gave her on stage, was not of a colleague, not even of a friend. It was the look of a man who saw the person he cared for laugh with someone else, and it broke him. The online world exploded with conspiracy theories. Kim's story watched in slow motion. Jealousy glare memes began trending. Some fans passionately defended Woo-seok, saying his feelings were obvious all along, while others criticized him for walking off stage and putting the entire event at risk. On one popular fan forum, a thread titled "Woo-seok's Eyes Told the Whole Story" reached over 50 comments in a single day. One top comment read, "He didn't disappear because he was angry. He appeared because he realized she wasn't his." Another, "That wasn't a scandal, that was a silent goodbye." Days later, paparazzi captured a shocking scene. Woo-seok's car parked outside Hye-yoon's apartment building at 2:47 a.m. He didn't get out. He just sat there, for 30 minutes, then drove away. Speculation soared. Had he come to apologize? To explain? Or just to see her one last time? Neither side spoke to the media. But then came the twist no one saw coming. Hye-yoon breaks her silence, sort of, on her personal fan app. Hye-yoon posted a cryptic message. Things hurt more when left unsaid. No name. No photo. Just words. But it was enough. Her fans erupted. The message was read as a thinly veiled reference to Woo-seok, and perhaps a confirmation that something real had existed between them after all. As the dust settles, one thing is clear. This was not a scripted drama. This was raw. This was real. The pain in Woo-seok's glare, the tremble in Hye-yoon's voice. The silence, the vanishing. The longing. We don't yet know whether this is the end of their story, or just the beginning of a complicated chapter, but the world is watching, waiting, hoping that one day, perhaps, they'll find their way back to each other. Because if love really did spark that night, then maybe, just maybe, it's not too late for it to ignite